Rewiring Your Mind, the Mark Douglas Teachings, Thinking in Probabilities. This lesson is powerful because it shifts you from trading with fear to trading with confidence, from emotional reactions to mechanical execution, from being controlled by uncertainty to being comfortable with uncertainty. And this lesson is so deep that Mark Douglas spent entire chapters explaining it. But today, I'm going to break it down in a way that feels simple, practical, and extremely clear. By the end of this session, you will understand how professionals think, why probabilities are more powerful than predictions, why losing trades won't affect your confidence, why you stop feeling fear when entering the market, and how to build a mindset that destroys inconsistency forever. So sit down, relax, and let me teach you this in a calm, step-by-step way, one why most traders fear the market. Let's begin with a very important truth. Fear comes from the need to be right. When a trader thinks they need to be right, they also think anything that goes against them is danger. For example, price moves slightly against them, fear. A candle pulls back, fear. Spread increases, fear. They see a red candle, fear. News is coming, fear. Why does this happen? Because the trader thinks the market is supposed to do what they expect. So when the market does something different, the trader feels threatened. But professionals don't think this way. Professional traders expect the market to do anything at any time. That's why they don't panic. Because the thing that shocks amateurs is normal for them. This is the first mindset shift. The market is not attacking you. It's simply doing what it always does, moving unpredictably. Once you accept this, fear starts to dissolve. 2 Why Thinking in Probabilities Sets You Free. Mark Douglas says, a probability is the chance of something happening, not a guarantee. And your job as a trader is not to find certainty. Your job is to find high probability setups, not guaranteed outcomes. Let me give you an example. When you flip a coin 10 times, it might land on heads 3 times, or 7 times, or even 9 times. But if you flip it 1,000 times, it gets closer to 50/50ths. This is the law of large numbers. Now apply that to trading. Your strategy might lose today. It might lose tomorrow. But over 100 trades, it becomes clear whether you have an edge or not. This is why professional traders don't react emotionally to a single trade. They know the truth. A single trade means nothing. A series of trades means everything. This thinking removes pressure. You no longer care about whether this trade wins or loses. You only care about executing your edge consistently. 3. The 5 Fundamental Truths of Trading. This is the longest and deepest part of today's lesson. Break it into clear explanations, slow pace, examples, small stories, and real-life trading experiences. Truth 1. Anything can happen. Traders think they understand this, but most do not. When you accept this truth emotionally, you stop expecting the market to behave in a particular way. Let me give you a scenario. You see a perfect setup. Clean trendline, psychological level, RSI overbought, M1, M15 confluence, everything aligns. And then, price does the complete opposite. You get shocked. Why? Because deep inside, you didn't accept this truth. Even the best setup can fail. Professionals accept this 100%. Beginners only accept it in theory. Truth 2. You don't need to know what will happen next to make money. This truth is mind-blowing when you understand it deeply. Let me say it again slowly. You do not need to know what will happen next to be profitable. Think about casino games. Casinos make billions of dollars even though they have no clue what the next outcome will be. How? Because they have an edge. Your trading strategy is your casino. Your role is not to predict. Your role is to execute. This takes pressure away instantly. Truth 3. Every edge has a random distribution of wins and losses. This explains why you can have a perfect setup and still lose. You are not in control of the outcome. You are only in control of the process. Your strategy might win 60 out of 100 trades, but those wins might not come in a predictable order. They might come like this: win, 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 loss, 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 win, 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 loss, loss. This means losing trades don't mean your edge is broken. Winning trades don't mean you're a genius. They are simply part of the distribution. Truth: 4. An edge is nothing more than a higher probability of something happening. When beginners win, they think, I knew it, I predicted the market. No, you didn't predict anything. You just executed an edge. And the edge worked. This time, professional traders don't chase being right. They chase applying their edge consistently. Truth: 5. Every moment in the market is unique. This is one of the most important truths. Even if a pattern looks similar to a previous pattern, the order flow is not the same. The traders involved are not the same. The liquidity conditions are not the same. Two candles might look identical, but the forces behind them are completely different. This is why you can never trade with certainty. 4. How to train your brain to think in probabilities. Here you go deeper into practical exercises, examples, and mental reprogramming. Teach slowly. Use repetition. Give examples of emotional reactions versus probability thinking. Topics to cover: the shift from outcome-focused to process-focused. How to stop reacting to wins and losses. How to journal probability-based thinking. How to detach emotionally from a single trade. How to use Mark Douglas' 5 Truths repetition exercise. How to accept uncertainty without fear. How to execute purely based on rules. How to build confidence without predictions. 5 real trader scenarios. Here you give examples like a trader taking 10 trades. Distribution of wins, losses. How beginners feel. How professionals feel. The correct mental interpretation of every result. This makes the lesson relatable. 6. The emotional consequences of mastering probabilities. Teach the student what happens when the mind fully accepts probability thinking. Fear disappears. Confidence grows. Overtrading reduces. Revenge trading dies. Impulse entries stop. Patience increases. Consistency becomes natural. This section helps the student visualize their improved future self. Daily assignment: give a calm, slow, reflective ending. Write out the 5 truths. Say them aloud. Apply them in your next 20 trades. Your job now is not to win. Your job is to follow your edge. Consistency comes from you, not from the market.